Did you manage to find out more about the barrier?
I'm afraid I don't have good news. For a moment, I was hoping we could redirect the ship to another area, but it seems that won't be possible. What we've called the barrier is, in fact, a strong force-filled layer of interlapping distortions, a sort of prism entanglement.
So it's yet another anomaly. Okay, we have ways to deal with them, right? Do you know where it stems from?
Well, you see, that's the problem. It seems to be everywhere, covering the entire surface like a dome or a layer of the atmosphere.
Wait, what? No, but are you trying to tell me it was here when I landed?
It must have been here the whole time, looming above us, invisible to the human eye. Fascinating. So was it the cause of your ship's malfunction? It could have been, yes.
Damn, that's incredible. It almost sounds like the planet wanted all this to happen. Me landing here, all on my own. Oh, it makes my head spin.
Planets are inanimate objects, Jan. They don't want things. You may have been saved by the QC prediction system, but thinking of all this as some kind of intricate plan would be arrogant even for my standards. I believe the nature of this gigantic prism distortion needs to be studied more.
But how? We can't fly.
Right. But we've made fragmentary observations on the surface, and I think we can still learn more. I've located 3 areas with particularly strong interference characteristics that match the electromagnetic fluctuations typical for this kind of distortion. They should be marked on your map. I want you to take a closer look at them and bring me more data.
So, definitely something unusual here. Like a giant horizontal branch reaching somewhere. Good. Let me analyze the data properly. I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? location. Looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there. I've got a sort of trunk-like structure growing upward. Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how we could use that information. I think I'm starting to see something here. I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base and we'll talk more. Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the interval apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
A way to materialize the interval? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one.
Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible?
What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Really? Tell me more.
You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize.
Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand.
Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Oh. That's... bold.
Bold. Dangerous. And necessary.
So you really think you can do it?
I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
A scientific breakthrough.
And we can play a leading role in it.
What do you want me to do?
The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
more to do here. Should I move there? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
Fuck no. Yes! I love this game. Fuck no. I love this game. I got this. How? How is that? I love this game. How is that? I got this. No way. I'll beat you next time. What the hell is this thing?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Well, we don't seem to have the luxury of testing anything in a safe environment. So I guess we'll just have to close our eyes and push the button.
Maybe your ignorance is a blessing in this case, because we don't have a choice. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes.
Sounds encouraging.
Once we turn this thing on, and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can, penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long.
So, I only get one shot.
Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
I think we have everyone we need.
It will have to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There will be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead. Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. We don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong.
Right.
When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
It's going to be okay, Jan. We plan... All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started. Jan, it's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. I've got it. Hey, you're on board, brother. The greenhouse is flooded. Where's that damn water coming from? Not good. We have a heavy leakage in the cooling system. In my sector. How do I cut the... Oh, shit. Great. Now I got a blackout in here. We have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable. But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly. Refinery's gone haywire. Refinery critical. Wait up. I'm coming to help. Oh, damn it.
Damn it! Prism anomaly. I'm in the womb. This place is falling apart. Hang on. I'm on my way. Shit. The elevator's stuck. That slowed me down. I need to press on. Okay, fellas. Looks like radiation levels are spiking. Heading out to locate the leak now. John, we're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get up here and drive that son of a bitch. Almost there. What? Oh, come on. Not more anomalies. The materializer, it's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick. Dormitory's critical. I'm on my way to fix it. Good. Gotta keep going. Good. Yes! I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out of there! It's going to disintegrate! You need to get down now! No other way down. Holy shit! Talk about a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib. Cheers.
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 Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
That felt good. We did it. Did anyone record that? Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
Hard to believe how far we've come.
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
I'm proud to be here with you, right now, in this moment. I'll never forget this feeling. Cheers to us, huh? Yeah, I still can't believe any of it.
But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Allied Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship.
What? Hide us? Why?
Wait a minute. What do you mean, fake Rapidium arc? And why can't we travel like normal people?
You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now? Let me get this straight. You want to smuggle us on board that ship? I don't know about you guys, but to me, that has trouble written all over it.
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Hey, wait a minute. This is not what we were preparing for. Hiding and... what? Picking a fight with the rescue team? Sounds risky and... surreal. But I don't think Jan would be bringing that up if the threat weren't real. Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit? Armed? Why didn't we know about this? Still having doubts if we should trust them. No way. I am not fighting anyone. I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here. They work for the corporation, which means they'll have their greedy eyes on one thing only. Rapidium. Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it. So, maybe we could hide inside the base and ambush them once they get in. Ambush? How? And what do you plan to do with them? Tie them up? Kill them? Haven't you been listening? They'll be armed, and we could be outnumbered. So? Are we gonna let that intimidate us? No. If we really feel up to a violent confrontation, we should be prepared for extreme measures. Such as, we could blow up the base, with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare. It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now. Agreed. And don't forget, it's a corporate militia we're talking about. Stop at nothing, ruthless killing machines. Explosives are reliable. And he's right. They're not hard to make. Listen to yourselves. Every one of us has experienced the death of a loved one. Those people? Because they are people. They probably have families, children, maybe, and you just want to blow them up?
Oh, sure. Because it's so much easier to just blow things up without thinking and kill people.
Who have we turned into? Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives.
What are you talking about?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them.
Like a sleeping gas?
Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. We don't have the time. We're almost there. Do we really want to ruin everything now by being so fucking self-righteous?
We're not killers, for crying out loud.
The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
Look, I'm not a killer. None of us is. But we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. No. Your safety is what matters most to me.
And you have our loyalty.
Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that.
I already talked to him, and
he said he'd think it over.
well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
That sounds like a lot of additional work. Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rapidium. How do you want us to fit inside a Rapidium Ark?
As long as it's not hazardous to our health. A Rapidium Ark with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit? How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with Rapidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium Ark. A Trojan horse Rapidium Ark.
I'm starting to like the dynamic in this room.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything? Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety. Buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
That's basically what I've been saying the whole time. Well, well, well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking. Let's give it all we've got. We're in this together. This is it. The last stretch. Oh, I can't wait to give that rescue team a warm welcome.
Yes. No time to waste.
I'm done here. Should I do this now? Hey, man. Can we talk?
What's on your mind? Well, I wanted to tell you something. Admit to something. Spill it. I just wanted to say, hard as it is, that, I was wrong about you. You're not the selfish dickhead I took you for.
Well, thank you.
Actually, you impressed me. With that quantum computer mumbo-jumbo you did.
Oh, you heard?
Yeah. It was a hell of a brave thing to do. To expose your insanity like that. Instead of putting another altar on the line.
I guess I just needed to do it. Put myself through something extreme, like shock therapy. And you weren't there to stop me.
Yeah. About that. Some of the stuff I did, I regret. And some words I said.
Apology accepted. Because that's what you meant, right? That you're sorry?
If it means so much to you. Okay. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. That makes us even, right?
No. Not quite.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's something I owe you.
Oh? What is it?
Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Her last words. Do you wanna know what she said?
Of course I do.
She said, just always be yourself, Yannick. And I know your life will be exceptional. Wow. See, there's something even I didn't know about her. Looks like she was a fortune teller. Whatever happened between us, you're taking Rapidium to Earth, and that's a big thing. I don't know what to say. Just take them. Take her words with you, and let's get back to our jobs. 'Cause we need to push hard now. But we're gonna make it. I believe in us, brother.
Thanks, brother. Knowing that makes me stronger.
You know what? If they ever make a movie about us, I'm not gonna watch it.
Why's that?
I hate sentimental flicks.
Yeah. Me too. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, The ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. Yes, Maxwell did order me to delete files, and I did it without questioning, feeling good about myself and the grand vision for humanity I was part of. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him. Well, no, I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true. I know they're true. I always did, but I just said it out loud for the first time. Oh. I feel so bad about it now.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
That sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
Once we're home, I think I'll give the...
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? Need to do this? Hey, something's malfunctioning here. Should I change my workstation?
sleeping gas is working.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
What a fucked up world. Perfect.
Hey, what's on your mind?
I have to say, I keep thinking about what we achieved, materializing the interval and keeping it stable.
Yeah. What a stunt, huh?
It was much more than that. And it wouldn't be possible without what you did back there, with the quantum computer. You weren't afraid to change, and that let you become more confident with who you are. I'd like you to know that ever since we got out of the sandstorm, something's been preoccupying me. Maybe earlier I'd have ignored it, since it's not directly related to our mission, but I started wondering, what if a change of approach could reveal new paths of reasoning before me? Just like it happened for you. I think I might want to open up to that.
Well, well, well. Glad I could finally teach you something. What's so interesting?
This planet, its close relationship to the interval.
It's one thing that everything here is connected to the presence of rubidium, but I have a nagging sensation that there could be more to it.
Like what?
Oh, it's too early to speculate, but I have some theories, and I believe I could prove them. I observed some curious telemetry readings from a nearby area. I must say, they're intriguing. Like I said, it's pure speculation at this point, but, well, you may laugh if you want, but I feel that I should explore that place. Call it intuition.
Wow, that sounds baffling. You sure got me hooked.
Yes, I must admit a hunch is not something I would usually consider a strong argument. And I don't understand it myself, but this time, well, maybe there is something rational there, but I'm just not seeing it yet. What I'm trying to say is something mysterious is urging me to explore that place, and I do not want to resist it. I already plotted a route I could take, but I'm going to need something from you.
What's that?
Remember those superconductive polymers? Well, I'm going to need some more of them.
Sounds intriguing. You've got my attention.
I'm not ready to discuss the details just yet, but I promise to share everything I found after I come back. The whole excursion shouldn't take me longer than a day.
Still, what if you got lost? The radiation will kill you if you don't come back on time.
I won't get lost. Don't worry. So, about those polymers?
Let me see what I can do.
Of course. Just please don't postpone it forever. I know this planet hasn't revealed all its secrets yet, and leaving without ever finding out what they are would haunt me forever. Or however long I get.
Jan, we need to discuss something. All done. Should I take care of this now? Am I needed there?
The quantum navigation system has been designed to direct you and your crew to the most probable site.
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah.
We've come a long way together, haven't we?
So, it's that serious?
No. I mean, well, maybe. I was just wondering, with the rescue ship arriving any day now, have you thought about what it's gonna look like after you come back? For you, I mean. What are you planning to do with your life, Jan?
When the base is ready, initiating the evacuation procedure will automatically plot the optimal route for the Saba base and move your crew to a safe destination where it will be able to resume mining operations. Welcome to the Saba evacuation.
I don't know exactly, but I'm a new man. And I feel ready for a fresh start.
A fresh start. Wow. That sounds exciting. But what exactly does it mean? Do you have a goal in sight? Let me guess. You have some good advice for me about how I should live my life from now on. Not really. I was just curious if you intend to live it well. What's it to you, anyway? Well, it matters to me. Because at the end of the day, I guess I'll have to consider your life somehow superior to mine. Superior? What do you mean? Only one of us will be able to continue his life as Jan Dolsky. The real Jan Dolsky. And it will be you. And as petty as it might sound, it just feels a little unfair. You know?
Welcome to the Sailor Evacuation Functionality Manual. Locating organic matter deposits requires the deployment of an alicorp, the ligonal scanner. This handy tool, alongside
And, according to you, the fair outcome would be not being reduced to the role of somebody else's alter. But this is who you are. Well, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm genuine. Genuine. Admit it. You were lost in your life. And you might have changed, but you still don't know where you're going. Whereas I do. What the hell are you suggesting? Think about it, Jan. Let go of your ego for a moment. Our life made more sense to me than it did to you. I had a sense of purpose. My wife, my family, children, maybe. What if I was the one to come back as Jan Dolsky?
Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects massive amounts of quantum information, analyzing it in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rhapsodium in a nearby system and eliminate
What?
exploration.
Swap places? That's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard. I can be happy in my life too, you know, with Lena or someone else. This is what I've learned on this journey with all of you. That it's only up to me to find happiness right where I am. Well, my happiness lies only wherever she is. But since you're fine no matter where you are, well, that just proves my point. All I'm asking is that you look at the situation through my eyes.
The following steps must be accounted for. Refueling the base. Manufacturing necessary.
Fine. Show me your perspective then.
When the base is ready,
Look,
initiating the evacuation
I'm not saying your life is worth less than mine.
for the save of base.
Maybe it's even worth more. You've achieved great things. Found Rapidium, got through so many obstacles. And you can continue on that road, enjoying being the new Jan you've become, while I could go back to the only life I want, with Lena. Haven't you ever thought that maybe that was the actual purpose of your journey? To become my own alter? No, Jan. You'd still be yourself, but you'd take my place with the others. Nobody would have to know.
Your crew during that time is essential. Food supplies can be prepared in the kitchen module. If food shortages are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Welcome to the Sailor Evacuation Functionality Manual.
Maybe it is where I belong.
Locating organic matter deposits
You have Lena and I have my alters. Maybe they're my family. Hey, there you go. Look, I know it's not a decision to be made lightly, and I don't expect an immediate answer. Just think about it. We still have a few days until the ship lands.
Although it does take into account most life-threatening factors while planning the trajectory of your journey.
nothing more to do here. Should I move there? I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now? Okay, I got those polymers you wanted for your little secret project.
You don't have to be so condescending. You either believe in it or not. Make up your mind.
Go and check it out then.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd understand.
Would you like me to go there?
What's on your mind? There's bad news. The scientist hasn't come back for the night. You know what that means, don't you? Yeah. Nothing good. Shit, Jan. He's gone. For real. I just hope he didn't suffer too much.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Hey, you're back. I thought I'd lost you. Relax. I'm not that easy to get rid of. But how is that possible? You were outside for the whole night in lethal radiation. How the hell did you survive? I found the planet's secret. I found it, Jan. And my word, was it worth it. Every day, every hour of this journey, each problem we struggled with to get here, I found our reward. I've never seen you like this. So elated. I've never felt like this. It's as if my thoughts are clearer and my body is lighter. And there's this energy filling me, as if nothing was impossible. Well, what is it? What did you find? Words can't describe it. You should see it for yourself. I've marked the coordinates on your map. Just go and check it out. I'll call you once you get there. Should I resolve this?
Bridge. So that's what he needed those polymers for.
So, are you there?
Yeah. I am.
Not a bad sight, is it?
It's incredible. Is that water?
Yes. I analyzed it. I spent the whole night down in that valley. My radiation sensor didn't spike once. It's like a whole different ecosystem in that area. The atmosphere is different, and there's life in the water and around it. Not just plants, but microorganisms. And it's real. Not a proximity plane, not a potential landscape, but true material reality here and now.
But the sun, doesn't it burn everything on the surface?
That, my friend, is the most interesting part. Come back to the base and we'll talk.
That's some discovery. An oasis? In the middle of this place? How the hell does it even exist?
It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Rapidium can do? I knew this planet held secrets, but I didn't expect it to host such marvels. It seems the vegetation in that valley gets annihilated every time the sun rises, but reappears shortly afterward to rapidly regrow again and breed life. Some people would say it's a miracle, but I've never believed in miracles.
Neither did I.
Yes, there has to be an explanation. I've gathered some clues. The modified composition of the atmosphere in that area, the lack of nighttime radiation, and I have a theory. I've called it the theory of continuity.
Wow. You already thought of a catchy name.
The main assumption is that with every alternation, the Oasis is reborn in a more progressed state than it was in the previous cycle. And that by somehow remembering the state in which it died, it starts over from that point, only to move forward. Constant evolution. The relay of life defying the obliterating forces of this star system. It might be expanding, who knows? Maybe one day it will cover the whole surface of this planet.
And then what?
I don't know. Progress even further? Don't forget, its presence is clearly affecting the atmosphere. Maybe it's looking for a way to live forever? Or simply to bear some extraordinary fruit, fertilized by an underground vein for Pydium. Imagine, Jan, what if its existence is somehow related to the veins we've seen in the interval? If only I could find out. See it with my very own eyes. Stay here to witness the upcoming cycle, and the next one, and then the next. Would you seriously consider such an idea? Staying behind on this godforsaken planet? I know it sounds crazy, irrational even. Still, something in me wants to say, yes, I would consider it. It's what I want. And I'm starting to think this planet is where I was truly born. Everything else was always only in my head. What if I'm not supposed to go back to Earth? What if this is my home, my destiny?
You always were fascinated by this place.
Yes. But don't worry, I wouldn't forget about you and your mission. I could get everything ready for you, then you could let me go. I just need a little time to prepare for the sunrise. I could hide in that shelter the rebels started working on.
So, say you really managed to survive and study this phenomenon. You lived through several cycles of the sun, analyze data, draw conclusions, maybe even come up with a groundbreaking discovery. How are you going to share it with the world? What about what you've always wanted so much? Recognition.
What if I was wrong? Driven by the wrong motivation. My ego instead of truth. Even if it meant staying alone with that truth. Who knows? Maybe that's the only truth there is. The one we have to face alone.
Your passion for this discovery is, surprising. I can't believe I'm talking to the same guy who taught me to be pragmatic and never let my emotions get the better of me. You do know that staying here would mean certain death? The risk of going mad?
Yes, when you look at it from a perspective, it would be madness.
And for the first time in my life, I'm not sure if I can trust my judgment. This is such a new feeling. That's why I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to decide. You created me this way, and the quantum computer chose you to be in charge of this mission. I will accept my fate humbly, whatever you choose it to be. Just remember, if you let me go, I promise to help you get ready first. Thank you. You've been priceless from the very start of this mission. But I don't have the right to stand between you and your dream. When we're all set for evacuation, you can go. Thank you. Well, let's not waste any more time then. So, we have all the tech we need to get out of here safely. Your work is done. You can go and get ready to stay behind. We did it. You have all you need, Earth will have Rapidium, and I will go and meet my fate in the Oasis. Fate. You've come a long way from being the guy who said only success is worth anything. Didn't we both come a long way? I underestimated you. I don't blame you. I underestimated myself, too. I might have added a brick to that wall, playing the smart ass, while in fact I was trying to prove something to you. In the end, we're more alike than we seem. We just put on different masks to protect ourselves. Well, I'm taking off my mask now. I can admit that I'm a little scared. But most of all, curious. That's what science should always be about, right? Right. Goodbye, my friend. My Walter. Goodbye, man. Hope you find whatever you're looking for. Part of it, I already have.